Hello everyone, I am Ruplina Banerjee, Vice Principal Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Shatavarshiki Mahavidyalaya, Helencha, and today we are going to discuss what is Eurocentrism. What is Eurocentrism? Eurocentrism is a world view which is biased towards or centered around the Western civilization. The word was developed to describe the outlook of the world from a strictly European perspective and with European experiences in mind. The word implies an exclusion of other non-European societies. With Eurocentrism, individuals tend to see the world from a Western or specifically European mindset. Eurocentrism as a concept first came into existence in approximately 1963 during the decolonization period of the latter 1900s. The word was developed to describe the outlook of the world from a strictly European perspective and with European experiences in mind. Eurocentrism minimizes the West's oppressive practices by regarding them as contingent, accidental, and exceptional. Colonialism, slave trading, and imperialism are not seen as fundamental catalysts of West's disproportionate power. The term Eurocentric is associated with a distaste for and superiority over other cultures and also implies criticisms of the cultures and lifestyles of other non-European societies. The term Eurocentric appears in the 1970s through the Marxist writings of Samir Amin as part of a global core periphery or dependency model of capitalist development. Eurocentrism appeared by 1988 in the titles of books written by Amin as definition of an ideology. Early Eurocentrism can be traced to the European Renaissance, during which the revival of learning based on classical sources were focused on the ancient Greek and Roman civilizations due to their being a significant source of contemporary European civilization. The effects of these assumptions of European superiority increased during the period of European imperialism, which started slowly in the 15th century, accelerated by the scientific revolution, the commercial revolution, and the rise of colonial empires in the Great Divergence of early modern period, and reached its zenith in the 18th to 19th century with the Industrial Revolution and the Second European colonization wave. In treatises on historical or contemporary Eurocentrism that appeared since the 1990s, Eurocentrism is mostly cast in terms of dualisms such as civilized barbaric or advanced backward, developed underdeveloped, core periphery, implying evolutionary schemas through which societies inevitably progress, with a remnant of an underlying presumption of a superior white Western self as referent of analysis. Eurocentrism and the dualistic properties that it labels on non-European countries, cultures, and persons have often been criticized in the political discourse of the 1990s and 2000s. Eurocentrism as a historical phenomenon is not to be understood without reference to the structures of power that Euro-America produced over the last 5 centuries, which in turn produced Eurocentrism, globalized its effects, and universalized its historical claims. The progressively mechanized character of European culture was contrasted with traditional hunting, farming, and herding societies in many of the areas of the world being newly conquered and colonized by Europeans such as the Americans, most of Africa, and later the Pacific and Australia. Many European writers of this time construed the history of Europe as paradigmatic for the rest of the world. Other cultures were identified as having reached a stage through which Europe itself had already passed: primitive hunter gatherer, farming, early civilization, feudalism, and modern liberal capitalism. Only Europe was considered to have achieved the last stage. For some writers, as Karl Marx, the centrality of Europe to an understanding of world history did not imply any innate European superiority, but he nevertheless assumed that Europe provided a model for the world as a whole. To conclude, we may say that Eurocentrism refers to a discursive tendency to interpret the histories and cultures of non-European societies from a European or Western perspective. common features of Eurocentric thought include ignoring or undervaluing non-European societies as inferior to Western, ignoring or undervaluing what Asians or Africans do within their own society, or seeing the histories of non-European societies imply in European terms or as part of the expansion of Europe and its civilizing influence. To summarize, we may say that Eurocentrism is that tendency by which everything which is associated with Europe or Western civilization is considered to be good, desirable, civilized, and whatever is non-European is considered to be bad, not desirable, barbaric, and uncivilized. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe to my channel Takshashila on YouTube and like and share my videos.